Looks like Eddie and Ken have found themselves in the Brownfield Penitentiary. These gentlemen are in jail for not keeping up with the workforce demand. Eddie was a coax splicer for obsolete communications, and Ken, a copper cable technician with archaic telecom. Both have pled guilty to not having the knowledge to work with fiber and therefore are incarcerated in the Brownfield Penitentiary until they show that they possess the fiber knowledge to work in Greenfield. They both knew that fiber was being deployed, but thought they could just keep doing what they've always done and that there would always be room for them in the workforce. However, slowly many of their coworkers disappeared over to Greenfield. As for Eddie and Ken, well, they found themselves in the old communications slammer.
Ken, right?
Yeah, what's your name?
Eddie. My friends call me Analog Eddie.
Ah, my friends call me Copper Ken.
Hey, I understand you're the guy to talk to get stuff around here.
Yeah, sure. What kind of stuff you looking for?
A couple of bootleg certificates would be nice, real quick. You see, I've heard of this place south of the border. Trunk amplifiers cascade over miles and miles of rolling green hills. TV's still got to be hit on the side to get the picture to work. AB switches flow like water, and internet speeds never get faster than 40 megabits per second.
Ah, those speeds. Haven't seen those speeds since early 2000s. You know, maybe great for us old timers, but not so great for our customers. I can get you those bootleg certificates if you want them, but they ain't gonna do you any good. What happens when this place upgrades to fiber? You're gonna be straight back in this place again.
I'm a gambling man by nature. I'll take my chances.
Well, old Copper Ken was true to his word and got Analog Eddie some bootleg certs. Eddie was discharged a couple days later and made his move south of the border. 3 months later, Eddie found himself in the same situation. Underskilled, out of a job, and back in the Brownfield Penitentiary.
Well, hey, if it isn't Analog Eddie in the flesh, what are you doing back here, sir?
Man, got across the border and I got a job right away. But once word got out I had those bootleg certificates, they put me on the fiber crew. I didn't know what I was doing, and it showed. Well, then they put me on the Coax crew, and a week later, they laid me off.
Yeah, I told you those bootleg certificates wouldn't do you any good. I mean, you have to put the work in to earn it. The foundational knowledge that it gives you will help you get your foot in the door, and then once you're in, there is no looking back. You can say goodbye to the Brownfield and hello to the Greenfield.
Man, I hear ya, but I'm just not convinced on all this fiber training. I'm gonna figure something else out. Nice seeing you, Copper Ken.
Desperate to see browner pastures, Analog Eddie starts plotting his escape while Copper Ken enrolls in his first NCTI course. And then his second, third, and before you know it, he earns his Master Technician certificate. He also picks up a few college credits along the way and a new nickname, Fast Fiber Freddy. 5 years has passed, and as luck would have it, Freddy and Eddie's paths are about to collide.
Hey, look who it is, Mr. Smarty Pants himself,
Hey.
Copper Ken, how's it going?
Good, good. They don't call me Copper Ken anymore. They call me Fast Fiber Freddy, and I'm doing great. Took a job with Future Fiber Broadband, and within a year I was promoted from technician to supervisor and then manager. I kept taking those NCTI courses, and soon enough, I found myself with my associate's degree. And while I figured, why stop there? I ended up going back to college, earned my bachelor's degree, and wouldn't you know it, last month I was promoted to the director of field operations. Life's pretty good. What's Analog Eddie doing these days?
Man, I should have did what you did. Instead, I've been jumping job to job, trying to find a company that still embraces the old cable culture. I don't know. I'm with a delivery service right now. The money's okay, but I sure do miss working in the field.
Listen, we're currently looking for someone to work in our local warehouse. It's a starting position, but if you start taking some of those NCTI courses, I can move you into the field, and maybe in a couple of years, you'll land yourself in a much better position.
I'd appreciate that. And maybe I can drop the analog for my name.
Sounds like you're ready. Maybe we need to start calling you Ready Eddie.
Ready Eddie applies and gets the warehouse position. Over the next year, Eddie takes NCTI courses and lands himself a position in the field. His prior construction experience, coupled with his new NCTI certificates, lands him in a construction department. Like Freddie, Eddie earns his associates and then completes his bachelor's degree. Eddie is now the Director of Construction for Future Fiber Broadband. You see, old dogs can learn new tricks. Both Eddie and Freddie eventually embraced change and retooled themselves to prepare for the future. Looks like they will both have a long career in the broadband industry. Thanks for watching Wired Wisdom, and be sure to check out the newest fiber course, FTTX Basics. And coming soon, a newly revised fiber installation and activation and fiber testing and maintenance. Well, that does it for us. Please hit that like button below if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to catch the latest Wired Wisdom videos as they are released. Thanks a lot, and be safe out there.